All right, what's going on, everybody? So this is day 2 for me. I think it's day 3 of the jam of making our game here. I have made a little bit of progress. I mostly stopped after the stream yesterday, but I have added. Actually, I guess that's not true. So I'll go ahead and show you here. We go ahead and run the main level right now. It actually is in. We've got this. So I've started to make this. This is basically a good dream. You're gonna go get this and get power-ups. Made the art for that. So I also fixed all the walking, running, got the animations working. See, like that. And I got wall jump. So you go this, you slide down the wall. You can go like this and wall jump like that, which is cool. So yeah, I like it. I was actually thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to make an animation for the jump, but just by happenstance, it kind of makes like this cool looking effect because when you use the animation player in Godot, it actually tweens between the different animations. So because I'm doing this and then jumping, it's tweening between those two, and it makes it look like I'm doing this cool like twist backflip, which I think is epic. But anyway, yeah. So that's all we got. But figuring out that jump, getting the slide, making the animation, it's a little bit. But now we've got most of his dynamics done. We're gonna need to get parrying and attacking done. Parry needs to be able to parry. Also, if you're watching this, I mean, no one's watching right now. But if you're watching this after the fact, I don't know if I want to call this Parry Perry anymore. I might want to call this Perry the Dreamcatcher, which doesn't have quite the same ring to it. So I don't know, but or maybe even Parry Perry the Dreamcatcher. That sounds like a lot to me, but I don't know. Oh, I also quickly fixed the title screen. So when you're making like displays like this, I usually just used to like actually place these out by hand, but you have these things called VBox containers, which I just used in my last project. And they're really helpful for this exact issue because you stick your buttons in here and it'll automatically space them the way you want and such. And yeah, I didn't make this in the last one, but these are a custom button scene. Because you lose a lot of functionality if you use the buttons text setting. So I use a label with a button attached, and then I added a tool script here. So essentially the button basically shapes itself to be as big as the text. And then you can do as many customizing things with the text as you want. And then, yeah, the other thing we've made is that, yeah, anyway, that's very technical. But anyway, I made custom buttons, which I think are very cool. That use tool scripts, because I learned how to use tool scripts. We're learning, we're going up, everybody. Yeah, so here's Parry, basic level, and now I'm working on these good dreams. So I'm gonna get them set their basic behavior. Let me stick this up here. As you can see, so right now, as you can see, they kind of float down like this. So that's basically, I think, how I'm gonna have them float, and the idea is that you'll have to go and collect them. I don't think you will just run into them, because I don't really love the way that looks. I think you're gonna have to attack them and probably hit them twice, and then they'll explode. And then the idea is that you'll start hovering in air and glowing, and you'll basically be able to shoot like a giant dream cannon and like blow up the bad dreams or the guy up top. So it's really funny because I didn't have a very strong sense of what this game was going to be, but then as we're going, I'm like, oh, that would be cool, that would be cool. So you don't always have to, all right? And that's kind of why I like flushing the game out as it goes, unless you already have a nice idea for the game, because now this game is definitely gonna be better than it was if I just made a very rough draft of the whole thing and then I'm finalizing things as we go. So anyway, we're gonna be working on this. I'll show you how I made this real quick. So it's just like I would basically a bullet. It's a sprite. It's an animated sprite with a hitbox. I'm sorry, a area 2D, which I named hitbox, and a collision shape. And then in the script for the sprite, essentially, this should be one more there. We've got a physics process and a movement function. And in the movement function, I'm having it move downward by a certain speed. And I'm also having it move its x position by a certain sine speed. So if you don't know, sine, taking you back to the fun days of geometry, limits something between, no matter what value you plug into it, it's going to limit it between 1 and 0. Or 1 and -1. Maybe. It's going to bug me. But anyway, it limits things like that because essentially sine is how you draw a circle. So it can't go anywhere outside of the unit circle of 1 to -1. So by incrementing this number sway amount by this and then moving our position by the sine of that amount, it's going to move back by some amount. So we could change this and it would change both the speed and the amplitude of the sway of the star here. Just to quick show again. So you can see that that's what's happening right here. This is 1, and it comes back. When it hits -1, it goes back the other way. So yeah, basically how that works. Pretty cool. And now I'm setting up this. So I've gotten hitbox, and I've connected the signals area entered and body entered. We're going to be using both. And yeah, so essentially what we're doing is I added collision layers as well. I'm explaining a lot of stuff. So we're checking, both these functions give you something like this. So area and body, right? And you can basically check, one, you can check what that body is. Or like basically if you asked, if we did like something like print body, what it would do is like, it would say like if my player ran into it, kinematic body ID 1379 or whatever the ID would be. And so you can basically say like, for instance, if body equals player, if I have this guy global, then do this. But instead what I've done is an easier way of doing that very thing is that we're checking what the collision layer of the body is. And I've set those. So if you don't know, this is very, very handy. Go to project settings and down to, I'm already on it, but I think it's physics. Yeah, layer names, 2D physics, and I've set these. So Perry, which is the player, wall, ceiling, ground, good dream, and bad dream. And then, of course, this is the good dream. So we've gone to the hitbox, collisions. We've set it, you are on the layer good dream. And what does it collide with is in your mask layer Perry and the ground. When it hits the ground, I want it to die. And when it hits Perry, or when Perry attacks it, I want it to, I should probably actually change that. No, it'll be fine. But anyway, when Perry hits it several times, then it explodes. So what we're doing here, when we do this, we're gonna say area dot collision layer equals 1 pass. So 1 is the layer that Perry's on. So the way these collision layers work, if you don't know, is that we've essentially got, so this is 1, or bit 0 value 1, and then it goes up by square amount each time. So this is value 32, this is value 64. I'm sorry, not square amount, but doubles it. So it's exponentially growing, the values are at least. Yeah. Anyway, so I want it to be, so we're going to deal with this first. Collision layer 8 means it's hitting the ground. And what happens when it hits the ground? Well, we want it to destroy itself. So I guess I'm going to destroy itself and then I'll make the animation. So essentially I'm going to make a function here called die. And this is just how I do all mine. And we're just going to at first put Q free. Oh yeah, just so you guys know, I'm making some fresh focaccia bread. So it's gonna probably go off in like 20 minutes. And then I'll show you guys what fresh focaccia looks like. It's rosemary, pepper, turmeric. No, it's just rosemary, pepper, and a little bit of garlic. And it's, yeah, I cook. Yes. Oh, 3 viewers, what's up guys? Feel free to text in the chat, I'm looking. I love talking to people. But yeah, so go ahead and do this. And here what I'm going to do is basically say die. And that's it. And so right now this will already work, or should already work, and also shouldn't do anything if Perry hits it. But yeah, so nothing happens there, but you can see, well, maybe I should. Okay, then it queues itself free. And there's going to be some things we might want to do to adjust the timing of this. I don't want to make 2 hitboxes, so I could also just set like wait 3 frames or whatever, yield for 3 frames, and then kill yourself. But yeah, you know, maybe I won't actually go ahead and do. We're going to do health. Sorry. Yeah. So now I'm going to go ahead and say if the area enters, this is going to be when the player hits it. We're going to say area.collision layer equals 1. Right, so that means our player is hitting it. And here we're going to go ahead and say, so we're going to say health minus equals 1. Okay, and now this is going to be more difficult if you have different if you have different value or different damage attacks, right? But in this game, you know, he's only got one attack. He's got hit and he's got parry, and hit does 1 damage, and parry knocks something away. So, that being said, we're just gonna decrease the health. Maybe I'll just make this one hit kill. But I was thinking I'm gonna make like a very cool combo hit system. So you'll like hit, and you'll see the guy like boom, boom, boom. I don't know. I think that feels really nice to do, and it makes you feel like you're doing a lot more. So I'm gonna do that instead of just one hit. So we've got health minus equals 1. Yep, and then in physics process, we're gonna say if health is less than or equal to 0. Okay, we're gonna set underscore physics process false, and then we're going to call the die function. Okay, and so essentially, I lost all my viewers. Very nice. Okay, yeah, so essentially we're gonna die if our health reaches 0, and so we're gonna call Perry and tell him now to actually create one of these things. So right now if we go to Perry, he doesn't, let's go in the 2D here. He doesn't have, this is his collision shape for physical collisions, right? And so that's not what we're registering. We're only registering here if we hit I think I actually put him on these already, yeah. We also need to have him interact with good dreams and bad dreams there. Yeah, that'll be solid. And then I think all we got to do here is actually add a. How do you do this? Not a static body. Is it a static body? Because you don't just add a collision layer, because it needs something more than that. But if I want this to be able to collide with, I guess I would need to make this a rigid body and then turn off. Oh, but that's so annoying, everybody. Now I have 0 viewers. Lit. It's okay, I didn't need you guys anyway. Yes, I did. Yeah. Okay, so if I just add a collision shape, let's see if it gets mad at me. Yeah, it's gonna get mad at me. What was it saying here? No configuration only serves to provide a collision shaped collision object 2D derived node. Please only use it as a child of Area 2D static body original to give them a shape. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do here is essentially we're going to add a rigid body 2D, and I'm going to go ahead and we're going to make scene root, and then I'm going to add this hitbox there, and now everything should work. We're going to add a collision shape right there. I'm going to stick this up here. And then we'll add a shape to this. Okay, circle. And so this is going to be for actual collisions with this thing. Oh yeah, I think this is why. No, it's still got to do the Z index here. And I'll increase that to 1. And then I think what I'm going to do real quick here to differentiate these is change the color. This is actually a handy little tiny trick that I do, is that you can modulate the visibility of your collision shapes, and it doesn't matter because they're not usually visible. So we can like take down this and we'll say, oh, that's blue. And then I usually try to be consistent. So we've got, okay, so red does nothing because where the hell did my mouse go? What's happening? Where's my mouse? Wait, what? Where the hell's my mouse? Yo, am I stupid? Are you guys seeing a mouse here? I'm not seeing a mouse here. What on earth? Wait, what the fuck? There we go. Oh, okay, so it's good. Something weird did happen. My mouse is no longer being shown to me for some reason. I go over, yeah, okay, there it is. Disappears. All right, well, oh fuck, I hope that saved. And we're just gonna open it right back up. Bum, ba, bum, bum. It's always annoying. So you gotta open all your scenes again. I wish you could like specify a work environment in Godot. Bot Studio. Okay, sweet. You didn't see it either. Now, that means I'm definitely not crazy. The jam ends. Let's bring this up here. In 5 days and 11 hours, 35 minutes. Okay, so basically it's 6 days. The rest of today, I'm hoping right now to get done today the very basics of good dreams, bad dreams, and hitting those bad guys out of here. So I also want to get Perry. But something I really wish you could do is like specify a default, like, oh, these are the scenes whenever I open this project, I would like these scenes to automatically open. I could probably program that plugin. I'm making plugins now. I learned how to do some of that stuff. And yeah, I could probably program that to be a thing. That would be cool. Maybe let me know if you guys would want to use that. Because for instance on this, I'm always going to open the main level, Parry. I don't even need the startup screen, but it's going to open. And then, what was the other? Oh yes, and then Dream. Good dreams. Oh yeah, so Bot Studio, here is the progress. I've made the basics of this. Why is it going so fast? Oh, that's why it's going so fast. Okay. So I'm gonna need to remove the script here, and then we're gonna add this. So I just had to switch this from an animated sprite to a rigid body. A few things we're gonna need to do. Gravity scale, turn that down. Just set it to 0. That should work. And then this needs to now extend rigid body 2D. Okay. There we go. That's the movement we know and love. So you can see it's like got this like gentle sway, which I think is that was fun to watch. Okay, not what I wanted it to do, but that's cool. That's hysterical. Okay. Nice. So let's go back here. Oh, my plug is trying to come up. She don't like the kisses. Oh yeah, by the way, everybody, I made these dope-looking Godot shirts. This was the prototype, and I printed the design way too low. So now you can actually see. This is probably how they'll actually sit. But yeah, they're on my Redbubble store if you like. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, if I make any money off it, is donate that to the Patreon page of the Godot developers, because I think that'd be cool. I don't really think I'm going to make money off it, because if you look at most of my Redbubble page, not making a whole lot. Cody Adams said, "Fuck you." Oh, thanks. Okay. Why? Anyway. So, yeah. So I'm going to color code my collision shapes here. It's not doing anything. There we go. So I think green. Yeah, we'll do green for a hitbox here. And then your actual collision shapes will keep regular blue. And then I'm going to make the hitboxes like purple or some other color. So I'm going to make this disappear here. Dude, I mean, I was actually like super scared to show people, because I made it because I thought the shirts were cool. And some guy was like, "You're just trying to profiteer on Godot." And I'm like, "No, dude, I'm not. Like, I love this engine. I love Juan and all the boys." I don't know them personally at all, if I'm giving off that attitude. But yeah, I'm not trying to fuck this engine. But people online don't, and I guess rightfully so, think of the worst of everybody. And I'm not a shitbird. I'm not gonna, like, if I made $100 off this, I'm not gonna like pocket all that shit. I'm gonna send 99% of that over to, or I mean 100%, because I don't make any money off Redbubble. But oh yeah, the way I did this, by the way, so this is an animated sprite, just like that. And all I did was I made this one first, and then I had this color. I just like shifted the colors of these triangles, or these stars, like that. And then so when it plays, obviously it looks pretty cool like that. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and set the collision shape here course, I want this to be centered. And I want the actual collision shape, like when you collide with this thing, to be much smaller. Oh, but I don't even know if I want him to collide now, but because he just knocked the shit out of this thing. Let's set this to 100. Okay, and then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna run this real quick. Now let's see what happens when I hit it. It still bounces. It bounces like it's nobody's business. That's so funny. That's like not what I want. I want it to bounce a little bit when you hit it, but not like, I don't want you to be able to just gnaw it. Yeah, that's not good. That's not at all what I want. So why is that exactly? I guess this has nothing to do with it. Physics, material, gravity scale. I don't want gravity on, so I think that's part of the problem. Like, what if I set this to 0.01? Okay. Yeah, that's not going to help me. Ooh, interesting. I'm assuming static is not what we need here. Oopsies. Oh, it is moving though, but... Oh, that's actually kind of more what I wanted. I did want you to be able to move it. Oh, maybe I just don't move it. Like, do you really want to move that thing? That's fine. I'll just get rid of this. I'll undo this, all this shit. I'll do it manually because I don't like that. Okay. Change type, we're gonna make scene root, and then I'll make the hitbox part of you, and we'll delete you, and then we'll add you there. Go into here and change that to an animate sprite. Okay. See if that all worked. Yep, looks like it's working normally. Okay, cool. Okay, so the idea now, so we're already doing this, so I'm gonna go into Parry here and actually allow him to attack. So I'm gonna go into project settings, input map, and I don't think there's a UI attack. So I'll make attack and parry. So okay, UI underscore attack, and then UI underscore parry. And then I think the way, so WASD for movement for sure. I give people the option to use arrow keys, but like, I mean, I don't know why you would. Space is going to be jump. I don't like when you go up for jumping, and then attack. So I'm thinking it feels very comfortable to me to use I and O. So you have two hands on the keyboard like that. Don't want to use the mouse. So I think we'll make attack will be I. Oh, gotta click it. And then parry will be O. Okay, just like that. Yeah, okay. All right, so then we've got movement, animate, then we've got these wall jumps here. So I think I'm gonna move animate to a different position. Animate does what you'd imagine it does. It controls all the animations for us. And then close out movement. And I guess I'll stick animate. We'll stick animate. I think I want animate all the way at the bottom. Okay. Just for organizational purposes. There's no like rhyme or reason. So typically in Godot, the style guide, which I try to adhere to, is that two spaces between functions like this, or sorry, two lines between functions. But what I tend to do is when things are very interrelated, like these three functions, movement, get wall, like, you know, wall jumping has a lot to do with the movement. I'll group them one line together, and then non-related functions get two lines in between them. And yeah, anyway, I think it's nice. That's how I do things. So now I'm going to make function attack, and then I don't think we're going to need delta for this. So pass right now. And then, so typically most of the games I make, you're shooting bullets, and when you're shooting bullets, you just spawn a bullet scene. But I think in this case, what we want to do is rather than just spawn and delete a area 2D, we're just going to go ahead and move it and deactivate it and reactivate it. I think that's going to be the best way to go. So I'm going to add a timer, and then I'm also going to add a area 2D, and then to that, of course, a collision shape. And I'm going to call this attack timer, and then I'm going to change this because why the hell did I do that? Okay, there we go. And then I guess it kind of depends on like exactly how I want to do attacking. So I was thinking I might just have, what I think I want you to do is just be able to get in range of something. And then, so this is going to be the hurt box. Hurt box. We should probably also make a hit box. I don't know if I want the player to die so much as really be a protector rather than someone who's in danger. So the idea is like you're trying to not let these things, the bad dreams, which I'm eventually going to make, you don't want them to get to the bottom. But I don't think I necessarily want you to be able to die. Maybe, I mean, that's relatively simple to add in. I think I just want, like, you can die, but you die from not doing your job rather than like taking damage, if that makes sense. So I think I'm not going to add that for right now, and I also just want to stick to one thing at a time. So this is a hurt box. That means that we're going to be actually adding, so we're going to keep the collision shapes, and I'm going to change the Z index back so it's behind him. I'm not going to get rid of it. And then we're going to add it's called control. Damn it. Okay, cool. Collision shape 2D. And then to that, I'm going to go ahead and add a new shape. I mean, I think I'm just going to add a rectangle. Okay, we're going to put that. Oh, yep, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do, everybody. So we're going to go ahead and move this guy. So I'm going to move the collision shape to be right here in front of him. We're going to make this bigger. Maybe I do want a capsule shape, who knows. Like these. Uh-oh. Let's do this then. Okay. Alexa, silence. I'll be back. I'm about to show you guys something real dank. I'm gonna actually put you on the ground. I just made some fresh focaccia. So be excited, be very excited. Oh mom, that's hot. That's a little too much. I might have burned the focaccia. Oh no, that's beautiful. That's beautiful focaccia, dude. Fuck right at ya. Look at that. Can you see that shit? Let's do that. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yes. That is focaccia. That is focaccia. I'm burning my fingers right now. This shit's really hot. All right, I'm back. Somehow gained a viewer. I thought you were all gonna leave. I respect it. See how to, can you see me? Yeah, that's good. Okay, So this is going to be his hurt box. I'm going to go ahead and change the visibility of this to make it look a little not blue. Is it green? Makes it that color. Do this. Oh, you can't make it red. Just weird. Make it super blue. There's nowhere to. You can make it black too, but it's kind of annoying you can't make it red, to be honest. What does that do for it? Nothing? Yeah, absolutely nothing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so green is hitbox, so you can take damage. So green like represents health, whatever. We'll do, I guess we can do like this dark blue for your hurt box. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll do dark blue for hurt boxes. So that's where he's going to be able to do damage to. And then I'm going to go ahead and add an animation. Well, here, we'll get the basic code working first. So when attack. So in here, we're going to just constantly monitor. So we're going to say if input dot is underscore. Oh, because it's for some reason not. There we go. Action just pressed. UI underscore attack. Okay. Then let's get this here. So I want to grab this guy. So we're going to go on ready var. On ready var. Hurt box equals hurt box. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Oh no, we want to go. Space override. Yeah, we want to grab the actual collision shape. So hurt box, collision shape 2D. Okay. And then I'm also in the ready function here. This is my first thing in the ready function. We're going to say hurt box dot set underscore disabled true. Except I think we can do that in the ready function, but for down here, we're going to need to set that deferred. Oopsies. Like that. Okay, so we're going to say set underscore deferred. Okay, we need to do hurt box dot set deferred. It's just disabled. Okay, disabled. Disabled. True. And then, so what setting? Sorry for the dabs. So yeah, so essentially, if you don't know, set deferred is essentially it waits till the end of the physics frame you're currently in to set it deferred at the first. It's basically queuing it, so it puts Godot in a queue, saying so next frame we're queuing this to be one of the first things run. Essentially, as we're disabling this, and this is good because essentially this. Well, you get errors if you just do set disabled because then it's essentially the same thing as saying free instead of queue free, right? So doing this way, we're avoiding some errors, and also it makes sure that this thing only exists for a single frame. This actually should be false. There we go. And then what we also want to do is go ahead and grab our attack timer. I feel like I totally just like went off topic there. Like I was talking and then I was just like my attention change. But essentially this will do that. This will keep it so that it waits till the next frame to disable it. Or in this case, enable it, right? So we're going to set it equal to false because by default it's going to be disabled. Here we're going to enable it essentially because, yeah. And then we're also going to do attack timer dot start. Is that how I want to do this? Yeah, I don't need to be able to attack constantly. So we're going to make a new variable called pause. Let's make a new variable called var can underscore attack or parry. We're going to set this equal to true by default. And here we're going to say can underscore attack or parry equals false. We say and can attack or parry. Okay, cool. And then we're going to connect our attack timer timeout function. Snag that bad boy. And Y. Okay. Do that. And then here, we're just going to set can attack equals true. Oh, thanks, dog. Yeah, dude, especially these streams. The other day, that was pretty crazy. I had 10 people watching it once. I was like, wow, I'm a big shot. But yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. If you have any questions or tips for me, please let me know, because I've learned stuff in these streams from people that help me quite a bit. Anywho, so yeah, so essentially the way we're going to do this is we're going to attack. We're going to set this collision shape. Oh, we actually need to do this. So we need to go collision, and so we're on that layer, and then we can collide with good dreams and bad dreams. Okay, so that's good. And then, so essentially we're setting this true and false. Oh, and then, okay. Okay, so hurtbox.set deferred disabled false. Okay. So no, we're enabling it here, and then we essentially want to wait a physics frame. Okay, so I'm actually going to try this, because I realized that what I was doing was actually wrong, because I had no way of disabling it again after I had enabled it. So we're going to go hurtbox.set underscore disabled. Well, we can just do that actually. Okay. And then what we want is, I mean, the way I do this usually is I do this like 0.01 seconds. And then, hey, Johnny, sorry. And that's how I get my dogs to listen to me. You're not getting food, but stop barking. Okay. Yes. So here is where we usually do something like this, and then I would do this, and then we'd set this equal to true. So that way it's only enabled for as long as that, but I think I'm going to do something a little more programmatic here and actually make this wait a single frame. So I'm going to make, I guess I have to make a permanent variable for this to work. Yeah, I do. Okay. Yep, I do. Okay. So we're gonna go right here. We're gonna say var frames attack wait frames. Var attack wait frames equals 0. Okay, so it's just going to be an int here. I haven't been type hinting, so I should probably not do this. Yeah, we might as well type hint right here. So it's going to be bool Bull. Bull. Okay, there we go. Now we're all type hinted. Anyway, so attack. This is this. So then in the attack function, so attack is running in the ready function, right? I'm sorry, in the process function, physics process. So it's run every single physics frame. So if we go attack underscore wait frames plus equals 1, okay, then we will be adding this to it every time. And here what we can do is say, we'll say if yeah, okay, that'll work. So say if attack wait frames is greater than or equal to, oh, this could be a problem. Greater than or equal to 1, then we'll do hurtbox dot, well, here, I'll just copy this because this is what we're doing. Okay, and then here we'll say attack wait frames equals 0. I think we could also save a little bit of programming power here, even though this is totally not necessary, saying basically only, so if can, or if not can attack or parry, then do this. So this is a little complicated. Anish Chandul, what's going on, bro? Yeah, so I'm making, this is for the Hexcode game jam, this little thing right here. There's still 6 days left if you're interested. Pretty cool. So we're making a little game with that color palette here, and it's called Parry Perry, or Parry Perry the Dreamcatcher, or Perry the Dreamcatcher, whichever you prefer. Actually, yeah, Bot Studio, everybody here, let me know what you think of any of those names, because I'm not totally sold on Parry Perry, but it's all right. Anyway, I'm sold on Perry. His name's going to be Perry. I love that name. But yeah, so essentially the way this works is this is going to be running every single physics frame. We're going to check if we're pressing the attack button and we can attack or parry, run this code. Then what we're going to do is we're going to make our hurt box, we're going to enable our hurt box here, and that way it can cause damage. Then we're going to set can attack or parry equal to false. We're going to set our attack wait frames equal to 0. And right now I might get rid of this timer, but yeah, that's as far as that goes. Then we're going to say if not can attack or parry. So this is only going to run after this has run, essentially. Oh. Yes, but I think that's what we want. Oh, nope, we want this to go above. Okay, I'll explain that, why that in a second. But essentially, what we've got here is that we want this to run the next physics frame. So, is that right? This might wait 2 physics frame. All right, so we're on physics frame number 0, and we set this equal to false. Then on physics frame number 1, we do this. Oh, well, I guess this is really stupid, isn't it? Yeah, we could just get rid of attack wait frames here, and this would just cause that to wait a frame. So if can attack or parry, then just do this. Ta-da! That's why you do that. Okay. And then we'll come here. We don't need that. Beanie! Beanie, come here. Who's hungry? It's so dirty, I feel so bad. The other thing that gets their attention and gets them to listen to me is the Chewbacca sound, which I might have to whip out here if you guys are interested. I do a pretty mean Chewbacca. I mean, maybe it's not that bad or good, but yeah, you guys let me know. Okay, so anyway, this should work. So we're checking if it's false. We're only setting it false here, so we have to wait till at least the next frame in order to set this, and then this will wait till the next frame. So it's technically waiting 2 physics frames, but we'll see if that's an issue here. Okay, we'll go this level, and then, oh yeah, what's I's attack? Oh, you know what I want to do? We'll do debug, deploy, visible collision shapes. Okay. And then, okay, cool. That's very good. So essentially, hi, I'm new to GameDev and my life is trash. I've been a friend of the channel for a while and I wanted to say goodbye before I end my life. Okay, Albus, dude, your life, okay. I don't know how to react to that. Please don't kill yourself if you're serious. I'd imagine you're probably fucking with me. But, yeah, please don't kill yourself, dude. I've been there. Don't do it. Yeah, if you're serious, like, I'll legit stop streaming and talk to you right now. Because yeah, you should definitely not kill yourself, dude. That's yeah. I mean that's like kind of yeah. Jesus, how do you deal with that? How do you react to that? Yeah. Ay, Dios mío. I don't know what to do, man. Yeah, it's an awkward situation. Albus, please tell me if you're joking or serious, dude, because I'm choking here. I'm gonna keep looking at the chat, but yeah, gonna go ahead and do my thing here until why I have nothing to live for. Oh, dude, I can't tell if you're trolling me, but oh my god, fuck me, dude. I can't, because it's like, it's such a scary thing, because if you're not joking, it sucks, but I think you're trolling me. My orphanage is shit. Ah, boom. There's no computers at orphanages. You're fucking with me. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna start saying shit, but I'm pretty sure he's trolling. But you know, it's such a scary thing to be like, yeah, he's definitely trolling. Haze him, because if he's not, that sucks. Goodbye. Okay, bye, Albus. Please don't kill yourself. I mean, if you're dead serious, just talk to the people at the suicide hotline. Now I'm gonna get a bunch of weird messages. Please call this. But he's not serious, so I'm gonna try to not stress out all day about this. But now I feel like I'm partially responsible. So I just really hope he was fucking with me. Wow. Okay, let's get back into it. Let's smile. Okay, so this is cool. I really wish here that you could, because it doesn't make sense to me exactly why I can see that. Okay, but if I do this, it's not doing any damage. 1, 2. Okay, lit. So it is only... Yeah, it's really not something you should joke about, in my opinion. I mean, like, yeah, it's really not. Like, if you're like, fuck, I'm gonna kill myself as a joke, that's one thing. But to come on here and do that, like, that's kind of, yeah, it's not cool, dude. Because I'm genuinely worried about that. I know a lot of people who have been close to that, so it's kind of scary, especially if it's like, you know, I have no idea if he's fucking with me or not. But yeah, whatever. I get it. I don't get it. Okay, back in the zone. I don't have a fucking phone. I'm on a computer at the orphanage. This is not a joke. You think this is funny? What the fuck? You're 100% fucking with me. 100%. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, my stream is just, it's booming right now, you guys.
Well, We have a lot to tell you. Oh my God.
Do you? Okay.
Oh
All right,
my
you guys. I gotta head out. Thank you guys so much for watching.